Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to dehydrate meals for your next backcountry trip. So I first learned how to dehydrate meals in 2017 when I was walking on the Pacific Crest Trail. And at that time I had a lot of dietary restrictions and wanted to go ultralight because I'd be walking so far. I ended up dehydrating all of my meals. People on the trail knew me as the person who had the best gourmet food, and that's because I just made it myself and wasn't doing some of the things that, you know, would involve going to a gas station to pick up food like ramen noodles or things like that.
This is my dinner spot and my camp spot. It is absolutely stunning. Right now I am rehydrating my food. I've got it in my belly right now, just kind of warming it up. So basically I dehydrated a bunch of food and I put boiling water in it and kind of hide it in my jacket and hope that it rehydrates and is not crunchy. And so far so good, so yes.
So there are several reasons why somebody would want to dehydrate their meals for their trip. And for me, the motivator was I wanted something lightweight. I had a bunch of dietary restrictions, so I needed to be able to accommodate that. And I wanted to save money. Now, fast forward several years, I've got two kids who are about 11 months old right now, and camping with them requires a lot of attention at this point because, you know, they're wanting to put pine cones in their mouth or all sorts of things. And so I decided that for our family, it would be nice to have a meal already prepared and it just be a very simple rehydrate process so that we can enjoy the meal, keep an eye on our kiddos, and enjoy our time together. The other part to this is our boys are at this point eating certain foods pretty consistently, and so just for the sake of not mixing up their diet too much with things they're not used to, we're going to dehydrate food that they normally eat and bring it to rehydrate, and then they have something they're used to. Now, our first camping trip, we did not do this, and we made so many rookie mistakes, one of which being putting the boys down when the sun was still up. And basically, long story short, my husband ended up eating a chicken breast wrapped in a dry tortilla just to get some calories in so that we could go and tend to the boys. We had a whole meal plan set up. We were going to make a really nice meal, and that did not happen. So this time around, we are going to dehydrate some curry that will just have a simple rehydration process once we're ready to eat. So what I'm going to show you right now is I'm making our curry. It's a red curry sauce with bell peppers. We'll add chicken later when we're there. And then I already dehydrated the rice, so we're good to go on that one. So what I'm going to do is when it comes to the vegetables, and you can do any vegetables you want, I'm going to lay them out on the mesh screen. And then that goes on top of one of these trays, and then that will go in the dehydrator. So the smaller you cut the peppers, the better, just so that they can dehydrate more quickly. And I'm just going to lay these out. Okay. So when you go to dehydrate a meal, I would recommend just Googling your item that you're dehydrating and checking what temperature and for how long that they need to be dehydrated. My peppers and my curry sauce will actually, they're so close in temperature recommendations that I'm just going to put them all in the dehydrator together under one temperature, just for simplicity's sake. So I've got my peppers and I'm going to set them in there as the first tray. Let me get these other ones out of the way. So I'm going to set it down, make sure they're nicely spread out. Okay. And now I'm going to go on to my curry sauce. So with the curry sauce, because it's a liquid, I'm going to use the screen that doesn't have the mesh. And I put it in something that makes it easier, a measuring cup, so I can pour it more easily, but you can choose however you want to do it. And I'm just going to pour it in here. And when you're doing the dehydrator, the important part is to make sure you have a thin layer and that it's pretty evenly spread. So you don't want one area to be thicker than the others. This isn't really going to be a problem when it comes to this curry because it's so liquidy, but when it comes to the sweet potatoes, the mashed sweet potatoes that I'm going to be dehydrating later, that'll be really important that I make sure that it's all spread evenly. So now I'm going to put that one on top. And then I'm going to do one more just to get all the curry sauce dehydrated. I'll spread it in this tray. So good, I've got that. And I'm going to stick it on top of the other layers. Okay. Now all I have to do is take this, put it on top, like so. And I'm going to set it to the temperature I want. So for this one of the ingredients needed 135 degrees, the other 145 degrees. So I'm just going to do 140 and keep an eye on it once it might be close to being done. And you might have to run it either, while you're at work or overnight, and that's totally fine. Don't stress too much about that. Just follow the recommendations when you Google what temperature to do, and they'll tell you how long to expect it to be going. But that's all you have to do. It's so simple. I didn't even really have to cook it. I just, I just like mixed everything together and chopped up the vegetables, stuck them in here, and there we go. So now I'm gonna let it just sit, and it'll probably run overnight since I'm doing this in the evening. And then in the morning, I'll be able to take it all out and bag it up and be ready to go. As always, thanks so much for watching. I am so excited for you to be able to get out and make some really fun meals for yourself. If you are anything like us and you have multiple kiddos, backpacking with multiple kiddos means carrying a lot of weight. So this can be a great option for cutting weight and saving money at the same time. So if you liked what you saw, please feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear your favorite recipes that you enjoy doing, and subscribe to our channel. Your support really helps us. So thanks for watching.